Okay, now this would be a problem that your parents would often see, especially if they're going to buy a car. They want to know what the gas mileage is, and that'll usually determine whether they're going to buy a car or not. So this is very similar to that. Now, as sixth graders, you've probably never really seen this before. But what this means is that I can go 300 miles if I put 10 gallons of gas in my car. Okay? So, we obviously have two different units right here. Okay? Now, don't let that freak you out. Just like normal, I'm going to go ahead and take care of my numbers first. Okay? So, I'm going to divide 310. Okay? And of course, my numerator goes inside of the box and my denominator goes outside of the box. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and divide that, and I get 30 is my answer. Okay, so that's going to be my number value. Now, what do I actually do with these units? So this is the cool part with division, because you actually do not have to make them the same unit. You can leave it just the way it is. So if I have miles over gallons, there is no way that I can make those the same, and there is no way that I can cancel any of these out. So guess what? I get to just leave my answer as that. So I'm going to combine the 30 and then just my unit, because I'm actually going to leave both units here. So my answer would be written like this: 30 miles over gallons. And hopefully this is kind of coming to you now. It's really hard for me to teach to you guys without knowing your questions. So I actually hope to start Zoom conferencing just like Mrs. Sane is doing. And that way you can ask me math questions or any other things that you have issues with. So let's keep moving on. So we've talked about multiplication, we've talked about division, and we've also done an addition problem. Now, subtraction is the same thing as addition, except you're subtracting instead. Okay, so let's do, let me think of another good example here. Okay, so let's try this example. And this is actually a homework problem, so it's a little freebie for you. So we have 300 miles over 5 hours. Okay, so again, have you ever heard of miles per hour? That is a speed. Okay, so because these units cannot be canceled out because they're so different, and because they cannot be combined, I get to leave my units just how they are. Okay, and for those of you that are wondering, this is letter D on your homework. Okay, so you have a freebie there. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to go ahead and divide my numbers like normal, because that's really the only math that I actually have to do here. Again, my denominator is going to go outside the box, and my numerator is going to go inside the box. Okay, and when I divide that, just take my word for it, you will get 60 as your answer. Okay, and again, I can't do anything with these units. They are too different. Okay, so I get to just write my answer as 60 miles over hour, or if you set it as miles per hour. Okay, that little line, that division line, can represent the word per. Okay, and I'll just put that to the side there, just to help you remember. So that would be my answer. Now let's do one more example, and then I'm going to let y'all try your homework. And this is also another homework question, so you get another freebie here. So let's try, let's do one more addition problem. So this is going to be number 29, letter A on your homework. Okay, so I have 2 yards plus 3 feet. And it tells me to write the answer in yards. Okay, so that means that I actually have to do a little bit of thinking with these units because I have to make them the same. So if it wants me to write my answer in yards, I don't need to do anything to the 2 yards because it's already in the unit that the question is requiring me to put it in. But I do have to do something with the 3 feet. Now, if you go back to the very first part of your notes, we said that there's 3 feet in 1 yard. So if I have 3 feet, I know that 3 feet makes 1 yard. So I'm going to cross out the 3 feet, and I'm going to put 1 yard in place of that. So then 2 plus 1 is 3 yards, and that is my answer. Okay, so hopefully this makes a little bit more sense to you. Just as a reminder, please, 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 guys, look back at your previous notes that we took in class together. Look back at the previous lessons and really take your time on this because these are still a grade. And again, I'm going to be offering Zoom sessions with you soon, probably starting tomorrow. So if this just does not make any sense at all, please log on to the Zoom videos and ask away. So this will conclude lesson 81. And have a great day, guys.